If you're over 60 and still eating these 4 types of cheese, you could be slowly damaging your brain, your bones, even your heart, without knowing it. Sounds dramatic? It's not, because what your body could once tolerate might now be turning against you. And the scary part? These are cheeses most seniors eat every single week. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover which cheeses are quietly sabotaging your health, and which ones you should start eating every single day to fight fatigue, protect your memory, and support your joints. If you want to feel better, stay active, and avoid those senior-only health problems, what's in your fridge matters more than you think. Stick around, because what you learn today could change the way you eat for the rest of your life. Let's dive in. Let's talk about blue cheese. Yes, that bold, tangy favorite with its signature veins of blue-green mold running through every bite. Some say it's an acquired taste, others love it crumbled over salads or melted into sauces. But if you're over 60, blue cheese might be doing more harm than good, and it's not just because of the taste. Here's the truth. Blue cheese is made with mold cultures, specifically Penicillium roqueforti or Penicillium glaucum. While these molds are edible and generally safe for younger, healthy individuals, they can be risky for older adults, especially those with weakened immune systems, chronic conditions, or high blood pressure. First, let's talk about sodium. Blue cheese contains around 325 to 400 milligrams of sodium in just 1 ounce. That's about 20% of your daily sodium limit, gone in a few small crumbles. For seniors managing hypertension or heart disease, that kind of sodium hit is like adding fuel to a fire. Over time, it can raise blood pressure, increase the risk of stroke, and put extra stress on your kidneys. Second, and this is crucial, let's talk about mold and gut health. As we age, our gut microbiome weakens, our digestion slows, and our immune response becomes less aggressive. The mold used in blue cheese, while safe in small amounts for healthy individuals, can trigger inflammation, gut discomfort, or even mild food sensitivities in older adults. For people with compromised immune systems or autoimmune conditions, common after 60, this can cause bloating, indigestion, or worse. Now some might say, but it's fancy cheese, and yes, it's often seen as gourmet, but your body doesn't care about that. It cares about what's inside and how hard it has to work to process it. So if you're dealing with high blood pressure, digestive problems, inflammation, or even just want to age with more energy and less risk, blue cheese is one food that's better left off your plate. You don't have to give up cheese, far from it, but you do need to be smarter about which kinds work with your body, not against it. And unfortunately, blue cheese just doesn't make the cut for healthy aging. You've seen them everywhere. Those perfectly square, bright orange slices neatly wrapped in plastic. They melt beautifully, they taste familiar, and they've likely been a part of your diet since childhood. But if you're over 60, processed cheese slices like American cheese might be the worst thing you can add to your plate. And it's not just because they're not real cheese. Let's start with the truth. Processed cheese isn't cheese, it's a food product. It's made by combining leftovers from real cheese production, scraps, whey, milk proteins, and mixing them with emulsifiers, preservatives, colorants, flavor enhancers, and loads of salt. In fact, the FDA even requires these products to be labeled processed cheese food or cheese product, because by legal standards they're not technically cheese anymore. Now, why does this matter more after age 60? Because your body becomes more sensitive to synthetic additives, high sodium levels, and poor quality fats as you age. And unfortunately, processed cheese is packed with all of the above. Reason 1. Hidden sodium and blood pressure risks. One slice of American cheese can contain over 300 milligrams of sodium, and many people eat 2 or 3 slices at a time. That's almost half the daily recommended limit for older adults, just from cheese. High sodium doesn't just raise blood pressure, it increases the risk of stroke, kidney damage, water retention, and swelling heart disease. Reason 2. Artificial additives and inflammation. American cheese slices are made with chemical emulsifiers and preservatives like sodium phosphate, sorbic acid, and citric acid. These are not naturally found in traditional cheeses, and studies show that they may trigger low-grade inflammation, especially in people with weakened immune systems. For someone in their 60s or 70s, who may already be managing inflammation in the joints, digestive system, or arteries, this is like pouring gasoline on a smoldering fire. Reason 3. Poor fats and brain fog. Processed cheese is also high in saturated fats and often contains trans fats, especially in older brands that haven't updated their formulas. These unhealthy fats contribute to plaque buildup in arteries, decrease blood flow to the brain, are directly linked to memory issues and cognitive decline. Let's not forget the fake coloring. That shiny orange hue doesn't come from milk. It comes from annatto extract or food dyes designed to make the product look appetizing, even though it's chemically altered. Now ask yourself, if your body's aging gracefully, why would you feed it something your grandmother's generation didn't even recognize as real food? Smarter alternatives. If you love the convenience of sliced cheese, here are safer options. Thin slices of low-sodium Swiss or provolone, real cheddar cut from the block, goat cheese slices for easier digestion, ricotta-based spreads for softness without the chemicals. Aging isn't about restriction, it's about upgrading your habits. Swapping processed cheese for real nutrient-dense alternatives can help your body fight inflammation, improve blood pressure, and even support memory as you age. So the next time you're making a sandwich or melting cheese on toast, ask yourself, is this fueling my future or feeding a problem I can't see yet? Aha! Smoked cheese. Just saying the name brings to mind that rich, savory flavor, the kind that melts perfectly on a grilled sandwich or adds elegance to a charcuterie board. But what most people don't know, especially seniors, is that the delicious smoky flavor may come with a steep price for your health. If you're over 60, your body becomes more vulnerable to toxins, inflammation, and hard-to-digest additives. Unfortunately, many types of smoked cheese check all those boxes and more. So while it might taste amazing, that smoky aroma, that rich color, it might be more chemical than natural. What is smoked cheese? Really? There are two kinds of smoked cheese: naturally smoked, using wood chips like hickory or applewood, and artificially smoked, using a chemical called liquid smoke. The problem? Most smoked cheeses sold in supermarkets today, especially those that come pre-packaged, are artificially smoked. And here's why that matters. Health risk 1. Chemical smoke equals chemical reactions in the body. The compound used in liquid smoke contains substances called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons (PAHs), and while these occur in nature, excessive exposure has been linked to cell damage, inflammation, and even increased cancer risk. For people over 60, especially those already dealing with inflammation, heart disease, or a history of cancer, these added chemical exposures can quietly erode health from the inside out. Health risk 2. Overloaded with salt. Smoked cheese is almost always saltier than regular cheese. In fact, some brands of smoked Gouda or cheddar contain up to 500 milligrams of sodium per ounce. That's over a third of the recommended daily limit for seniors in one small serving. For older adults managing high blood pressure, this is dangerous. High sodium increases water retention, strains the heart, and raises the risk of stroke, especially for those over 60. And let's be honest, smoked cheese is addictive. That deep flavor makes you want to eat more. But the more you eat, the more your kidneys, heart, and arteries suffer in silence. Health risk 3. Gut disruption and digestive burden. Another hidden problem? Smoked cheese is harder to digest than fresh cheeses. The proteins become more complex during the smoking process, making them more taxing on your aging digestive system. Seniors already deal with slower metabolism and weaker stomach acid, so adding smoked cheese can lead to gas, bloating, acid reflux, and food sensitivities. What about natural smoked cheeses? Even when naturally smoked, these cheeses are still high in sodium and still rich in saturated fats. They're best enjoyed very occasionally, if at all, and never as a daily habit. Your body may have handled it just fine in your 30s or 40s, but after 60? That same cheese could now be quietly clogging your arteries, fueling inflammation, or even slowing brain function. You don't have to give up flavor. You don't even have to give up cheese. But it's time to say goodbye to those smoky slices and look for cleaner, safer alternatives, ones that nourish your body rather than break it down. And trust me, your heart, your joints, and your future self will thank you. Cream cheese. It's soft. It's rich. It spreads like butter. You find it on bagels, in dips, in cheesecakes, even in pasta sauce. But if you're over 60 and still eating cream cheese regularly, you might want to stop and take a closer look at what this smooth spread is really doing to your body, because underneath its creamy texture lies a trio of health threats, especially dangerous for aging adults. Hidden threat 1. High saturated fat with little nutritional value. 1 ounce of cream cheese contains about 10 grams of fat, and more than half of it is saturated fat. Saturated fat raises LDL cholesterol, the bad kind that contributes to plaque in your arteries, increasing the risk of heart attacks, stroke, poor circulation, and even memory problems due to reduced blood flow to the brain. And here's the kicker: cream cheese offers almost no calcium or protein to make up for the fat. So you're getting all the health risks, and almost none of the bone-strengthening benefits found in other cheeses. Healthy alternatives like ricotta on whole grain toast. Hidden threat 2. Extremely low in calcium and protein. Most cheeses are known for their calcium. They strengthen your bones, support your teeth, and even help regulate muscle function. But cream cheese is the exception. It has very little calcium, less than 2% of your daily requirement in a standard serving. For seniors already dealing with osteoporosis, joint pain, or posture issues, this is a big deal. You're consuming calories and fats, but getting no nutritional backup for your aging bones. Hidden threat 3. Additives and stabilizers that disrupt digestion. Most commercial cream cheese isn't just dairy. It contains thickeners, gums, and stabilizers like xanthan gum or gore gum to give it that silky texture and longer shelf life. These additives can disrupt gut bacteria, especially in seniors who already have weaker digestion and slower gut motility. The result? Bloating, irregular bowel movements, discomfort after meals, poor nutrient absorption, and when your gut is unhappy, your energy, your brain, and even your immunity suffer. Let's be clear, a little cream cheese now and then won't kill you. But making it part of your daily breakfast or using it as your go-to snack, that adds up. And for seniors, that kind of daily choice has real long-term consequences. Better alternatives. Here's what you can use instead: whipped ricotta, lower in fat, higher in calcium; Greek yogurt cream cheese, higher in protein, easier on digestion; avocado mash, packed with heart-healthy fats and fiber; low-sodium cottage cheese, soft, creamy, and senior-friendly. These alternatives give you the texture and flavor you crave, without robbing your health to get it. When it comes to aging well, the little things add up. That creamy bagel spread may seem harmless, but over time it could be chipping away at your energy, your bones, and your heart health. So the next time you reach for the cream cheese, pause and ask yourself, is this helping me age stronger or softer? When most people think of Parmesan cheese, they picture a sprinkle on pasta. But what if I told you that this hard, aged cheese could be one of the most powerful health tools for people over 60? That's right. Parmesan isn't just for flavor. It's a nutrient-dense, bone-building, digestion-friendly, protein-rich food that supports the key areas most seniors struggle with. Health benefit 1. Bone-building, calcium and phosphorus powerhouse. One of the top concerns as we age: bone loss. Osteoporosis, fractures, poor posture. They don't just happen overnight. Parmesan cheese contains one of the highest concentrations of calcium of all cheeses, almost 331 milligrams in just 1 ounce. That's nearly a third of your daily calcium needs in a small sprinkle. Even better? Parmesan is also packed with phosphorus, which works with calcium to strengthen bones and teeth. Health benefit 2. Rich in protein, that preserves muscle mass. Did you know that after 60 you lose about 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every decade? That's one of the reasons older adults experience falls, slower mobility, weakness in daily tasks like climbing stairs or lifting groceries. Parmesan is high in complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair tissues, maintain strength, support a healthy immune system, and because it's so concentrated, even small servings pack a big punch. Health benefit 3. Naturally low in lactose and easy to digest. Many older adults struggle with lactose intolerance, leading to gas, bloating, or discomfort when consuming dairy. But Parmesan cheese is aged often over 12 months, and during this aging process, most of the lactose is broken down. That means less bloating, better digestion, more comfortable meals. Parmesan is also rich in bioavailable nutrients, meaning your body absorbs what it needs more efficiently, even with slower digestion. Health benefit 4. High in vitamin A and B12 for heart and brain health. A little known fact: Parmesan cheese is a natural source of vitamin A, essential for vision, immune function, and skin integrity. It also contains vitamin B12, which supports healthy red blood cells, brain clarity, energy levels. Many seniors are deficient in B12 and don't even know it. Adding Parmesan to your meals is a simple way to rebuild what time takes away. Now of course, Parmesan is still a cheese, and it's salty, but a little goes a long way. Try adding just 1 to 2 tablespoons a day to salads, steamed veggies, soups, omelets, even popcorn. You'll get a big nutrient bang without overloading on calories or sodium, so don't just sprinkle it and forget it. Make Parmesan cheese a daily habit, because for seniors this isn't just a garnish, it's a golden ticket to stronger bones, sharper minds, and better aging. 2. Ricotta cheese. The gentle, creamy protein secret for seniors. Soft, creamy, mild. Ricotta cheese isn't just delicious, it's an overlooked superfood for seniors. While it might not get the spotlight like cheddar or mozzarella, ricotta is quietly powerful, especially for those in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. In fact, if you're looking for a cheese that supports bone strength, digestion, muscle repair, and gentle nutrition, ricotta deserves a place on your plate every single day. Health benefit 1. A gentle, easy-to-digest protein source. As we age, our ability to digest certain proteins becomes more difficult. Heavy meats or dense cheeses can leave us feeling bloated, sluggish, or uncomfortable. But ricotta? It's made from whey protein, the same high-quality protein found in many nutritional supplements. Whey is light on the stomach, quickly absorbed, full of all essential amino acids, and perfect for preserving lean muscle in aging bodies. Just half a cup of ricotta provides around 14 grams of protein, which helps rebuild muscle, support immune health. Keep your metabolism steady. Health benefit 2. Calcium rich for fragile bones. Let's be honest, after 60 our bones need help, especially women post-menopause. Ricotta cheese delivers calcium in a creamy, easy-to-eat format, ideal for those who may struggle with harder cheeses or pills. In just one serving, you get over 200 milligrams of calcium alongside phosphorus and vitamin D if fortified, and no difficulty chewing or swallowing. This makes it a perfect choice for seniors with dental issues or sensitive digestion. Health benefit 3. Low in sodium, heart-friendly. Many cheeses are delicious, but let's face it, they're also loaded with salt. Not ricotta. Ricotta is naturally low in sodium, especially if you buy the unsalted or fresh version. This makes it one of the few cheeses that supports healthy blood pressure, reduced water retention, and less stress on the kidneys and heart. For seniors managing hypertension, this is a game changer. Health benefit 4. Brain and mood support via B vitamins. Ricotta is rich in vitamin B2, riboflavin, and vitamin B12, both critical for brain health and emotional well-being. B vitamins help prevent memory decline, improve focus, support the nervous system, and can even help ward off feelings of depression or fatigue. This makes ricotta cheese a comfort food with a cognitive twist. You can eat ricotta in sweet or savory meals, hot or cold. It's incredibly versatile and gentle enough for sensitive mouths or tummies. Try adding it to breakfast toast with fruit and honey, savory spinach and ricotta omelets, mixed into mashed sweet potatoes as a soft cheese spread for crackers, or even blended into smoothies for a creamy protein boost. Just half a cup daily can give you all the benefits without adding heavy calories. So the next time you're at the grocery store, don't skip over the humble tub of ricotta. It's not just a soft cheese, it's a soft step into healthier aging. Add it to your daily diet and give your body the gentle nourishment it deserves. 3. Goat cheese, the anti-inflammatory powerhouse for seniors. If you've never considered goat cheese as a regular part of your diet, now is the time. Because for seniors over 60, goat cheese is not just a tasty alternative, it's a nutritional treasure. Light on the stomach, easy to digest, and packed with immune-boosting, anti-inflammatory nutrients, goat cheese is a game-changer when it comes to aging well. Let's explore exactly why this creamy, tangy cheese should be on your plate. Health benefit 1. Naturally anti-inflammatory. As we age, chronic inflammation becomes a silent enemy. It's tied to arthritis, joint pain, heart disease, even cognitive decline. Unlike cow's milk cheese, goat cheese contains fewer inflammatory proteins and is lower in lactose, making it easier to digest, less likely to trigger inflammatory responses, ideal for those with sensitive stomachs or autoimmune issues. The fat structure in goat cheese is also different. It contains medium-chain fatty acids, which are absorbed quickly and used as energy instead of stored as fat. That means less inflammation, less discomfort, and more vitality in your joints and gut. Health benefit 2. Packed with nutrients for aging bodies. Just a small serving of goat cheese delivers big nutrition. It's rich in calcium, for strong bones vitamin A, for vision and immune function phosphorus, to help absorb calcium, iron, for energy and blood circulation. Copper and selenium, 2 minerals linked to longevity. These nutrients support everything from bone density to mental clarity, especially important after 60. And because goat cheese is lower in cholesterol and saturated fat than many cows' milk cheeses, it's also kinder to the heart. Health benefit 3. Brain-friendly fats for memory and mood. The healthy fats in goat cheese, particularly omega-3s and conjugated linoleic acid (CLA), are brain-boosting. These fats help protect nerve cells, support neurotransmitter balance, reduce risk of cognitive decline, stabilize mood and energy levels. That's especially helpful if you're dealing with forgetfulness, anxiety, or brain fog. Eating goat cheese regularly can give your brain the fuel it needs to stay sharp and calm. Bonus: lower in sodium and lactose. Many seniors deal with high blood pressure or lactose sensitivity, which makes cheese shopping tricky. Goat cheese is naturally lower in sodium and contains much less lactose than regular dairy. That means less bloating or digestive upset, easier on the kidneys and blood vessels, and no guilt or discomfort after eating. If you've been skipping cheese for health reasons, goat cheese is a safe and satisfying way to bring it back. Goat cheese has a delicious, slightly tangy flavor and a creamy texture that blends beautifully into everyday meals. Try it. Crumbled on a mixed green salad with berries, spread on whole grain toast with a drizzle of honey, baked inside a veggie omelet, rolled into stuffed bell peppers, or blended into a soft dip with herbs. Even just 1-2 tablespoons per day can give you all the health benefits without the weight or bloating. Don't let the small size fool you. Goat cheese is mighty nourishment in a soft, flavorful form. From your brain to your bones, it gives your aging body what it truly needs. So if you're over 60 and ready to feel sharper, lighter, and stronger, say yes to goat cheese, one creamy bite at a time. 4. Cottage cheese, the lean muscle and bone builder for seniors. It might not be the flashiest cheese at the table, but when it comes to aging gracefully, cottage cheese is one of the most powerful and underrated foods a senior can eat. Low in fat, high in protein, and filled with bone-loving, muscle-protecting nutrients, cottage cheese is a top-tier superfood for anyone over 60 who wants to stay strong, mobile, and energized. Let's break down what makes this humble white cheese a quiet superstar. Health benefit 1. Muscle maintenance. After 60. After age 50, the average person loses 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade, a condition called sarcopenia. And without muscle, everyday tasks like walking, climbing stairs, or even lifting groceries become harder and more dangerous. Cottage cheese is one of the richest natural sources of casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that builds and maintains lean muscle, prevents age-related muscle wasting, supports recovery after physical activity. Even just half a cup of cottage cheese can contain 14 to 28 grams of protein depending on the variety. That's more than a protein bar, and far less processed. Health benefit 2. Calcium and phosphorus for bone density. Strong bones are your body's foundation, especially over 60, and cottage cheese brings together calcium and phosphorus, the 2 minerals your bones depend on. These minerals prevent osteoporosis, reduce fracture risk, keep your spine and hips strong and stable. Seniors who eat cottage cheese regularly often have better balance, posture, and mobility, which means fewer falls and more freedom. Health benefit 3. Brain and mood-boosting nutrients. Cottage cheese contains vitamin B12 and selenium, both crucial for brain health and mood stability. Vitamin B12 supports clear thinking, nerve function, memory retention. Selenium helps fight oxidative stress in the brain, protecting your mental sharpness as you age. And because cottage cheese is low in carbs and high in protein, it can help regulate blood sugar, which also reduces brain fog and crashes. Low in fat, high in satisfaction. If you're watching your weight, blood pressure, or cholesterol, cottage cheese is one of the safest cheeses you can eat. There are options for low-fat or fat-free, no added salt organic and grass-fed varieties. This makes it easy to tailor cottage cheese to your personal health needs, without sacrificing taste or nutrition. Tasty ways to add cottage cheese to your day. Don't let the texture fool you. Cottage cheese can be incredibly versatile. Try it, mixed with fresh berries or sliced banana, stirred into scrambled eggs or savory oatmeal, spread on whole grain toast with tomato and avocado, blended into smoothies for extra protein, or eaten as a midday snack with cucumber and cracked pepper. Aim for 1/2 cup to 1 cup daily. It's more than enough to power up your bones, muscles, and brain. So while it may look plain and simple, cottage cheese is doing some heavy lifting behind the scenes, especially for seniors who want to stay strong, sharp, and independent. It's affordable, easy to prepare, and deeply nourishing. If you're over 60 and looking for a way to eat smarter without fuss, make room in your fridge for cottage cheese. Your bones, muscles, and mind will thank you. You've just learned which cheeses to skip and which ones to embrace. But here's the truth. What you eat is only half the story. The real magic happens in how you eat it. Because after 60, the way your body processes food, especially rich foods like cheese, changes drastically. So if you want to keep enjoying cheese without the health risks, you need a smarter strategy. Let's walk through exactly how to enjoy cheese in a way that supports your bones, heart, digestion, and overall wellness. 1. Portion control is power. Cheese is delicious, but it's dense in calories, saturated fat, and sodium. That's why, for older adults, portion control is the golden rule. Here's a simple visual. 1 ounce of cheese equal about the size of 2 dice or your thumb. For sliced cheese, that's roughly 1 thin slice. For grated cheese, 1/4 cup is usually enough for a meal. Use pre-portioned cheese sticks or cubes. They make it easy to avoid mindless snacking and overeating. 2. Pair cheese with fiber-rich foods. One mistake many seniors make is eating cheese alone. This can lead to slower digestion, blood sugar spikes, and even constipation. Instead, always balance cheese with fiber-rich foods like whole grains, like rye crackers or oat toast. Fresh fruits, especially berries, pears, or apples, raw or lightly steamed vegetables like cucumbers, carrots, spinach. Fiber slows down digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and helps cholesterol exit the body, especially important for seniors managing heart or gut issues. Try a fiber plus fat combo: cottage cheese with berries, goat cheese on toast, or ricotta with roasted veggies. 3. Stay hydrated when eating cheese. As we age, our sense of thirst dulls, and our kidneys become more sensitive. Since most cheese is high in sodium, it can increase your risk of dehydration, high blood pressure, and fatigue if not balanced properly. That's why seniors should always drink water or herbal teas alongside cheesy meals. Even better, include water-rich foods in the same dish: sliced tomatoes, cucumbers, watermelon, or grapes, light soups or broth-based side dishes. After every cheese-heavy meal, drink a full glass of water. Your heart, kidneys, and blood pressure will thank you. 4. Time it right. Morning and midday are best. Did you know your body digests fats and proteins better earlier in the day? That's right. Eating cheese in the morning or around lunchtime gives your metabolism time to break it down efficiently. This reduces bloating, acid reflux, and poor sleep that may come from late-night cheese snacking. Enjoy cheese with breakfast or lunch. Avoid it after 7 p.m., especially if you have acid reflux or gallbladder issues. 5. Rotate your cheeses weekly. Cheese variety isn't just for taste, it's for nutritional balance. Every cheese offers different benefits. Goat cheese is easier to digest. Ricotta is high in calcium. Cottage cheese gives lean protein. Parmesan is rich in minerals but salty. Rotating your cheeses weekly helps you avoid overloading on salt or fat, introduce different vitamins and gut-friendly bacteria. Keep your meals interesting and diverse. Create a weekly cheese plan: goat on Monday, cottage on Tuesday, ricotta midweek. Your body will love the variety. 6. Check with your doctor if you have to. Not all cheeses are safe for every senior. If you have high blood pressure, chronic kidney disease, heart failure, gallbladder issues, or lactose intolerance, you'll need to choose carefully and possibly stick with low sodium, low fat, or lactose-free options. And if you're on medications like ACE inhibitors or diuretics, Be aware of how cheese can interact with potassium and sodium levels. Bring a photo of your cheese labels to your next checkup. Your doctor or dietitian can give tailored advice. 7. Mindful eating equals maximum benefit. Finally, don't just eat cheese, enjoy it. Savor each bite, chew slowly, and listen to your body. Are you satisfied? Still hungry? Feeling bloated? Mindful eating helps prevent overeating, supports digestion, and makes your meals more fulfilling. Turn off the TV, take a deep breath, and give your full attention to your meal. Your gut will process it better, and you'll enjoy the moment more. Cheese doesn't have to be your enemy after 60. In fact, when eaten smartly, it can be one of your best allies. It's all about balance, variety, hydration, and timing. Follow these senior-specific tips, and you'll turn cheese into a daily pleasure that nourishes your body and soul. So there you have it, dear friend. The 4 cheeses to avoid, the 4 you should embrace daily, and how to enjoy them the smart way after 60. But this video isn't just about cheese. It's about you, taking charge of your health, one delicious bite at a time. Because aging gracefully isn't about giving up the things you love, it's about learning to enjoy them wisely. And guess what? You've already taken that first step. If you learned something new today, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment below, let me know which cheese surprised you the most, or which one you can't live without. And if you're ready for more simple science-backed tips to stay healthy, active, and confident after 60, then hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. Because on this channel, we believe growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means growing wiser, stronger, and more in control of your health than ever before. Thank you for spending this time with me. Stay well, stay strong, and most of all, keep living life with flavor, cheese, and all.